Hey, back in Sycamore Park in Batavia, Ohio, on a post-rain front bite, the water still looks great, didn't rise a lot, didn't stain the water at all. I'm ready to hunt for some smallmouth and some topwater. Oh, there we go. Drag is too loose. It's a nice first fish. Nice little creek smallie. All right. All right, nice little nine incher right off the bat. Woohoo! Oh wow, fish abuse. As soon as it hit the water, it came out and got it. He got it all tangled up, little tiny small jaw. Got it right in his belly. Little dude, getting after it. This is another one of those pools that usually has a few fish stacked up in it. Here comes, here comes. He's looking after it. He's watching it. Oh, he backed off. I saw him wake on it. He was coming. Oh, there he goes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Pulled it out of his freaking mouth. Gotta be kidding me. There we go. Coming to get it. Big old rock bass on the topwater. Big old chunky rock bass. He is a nice old chunky rock. Our first bite in a little bit. I know probably not for you guys, but man, it's been about 30 minutes since our last bite. It's strangely inactive today. I don't know what's going on. I have to change up a little bit. I'm gonna play this topwater out and see what happens. Right as it hit the water. He is not the bass we're looking for. Oh, a green sunfish. Little greenie. There we go. Coming in towards us. Hit it on the drop. Mr. Smallmouth. Right, upgrading a little bit. All right, not bad, a little bit bigger. They're starting to get a little bit more active in this little section. It was a slow bite right out of the get-go, but as we get further towards the where the river splits and comes back together again, they start to get a little bit more active. So I'm not going to give up on the topwater just yet. We'll keep throwing him until that bite totally dies out. There we go. Is this a long-eared sunfish? What do we got here? It is. I haven't caught a long ear in quite some time. Look at how beautiful that fish is. Man, I love these things. So tropical looking. See if we can hit that gap just left of that tree. Did not. Unsuccessful. We got in the tree and that's not where we want to be. See if we can try this again. A little bit better, a little bit better. And a fish was waiting right there in the current, waiting for it to hit the water. This is definitely a smallmouth. Nice little smallie. There we go. Sitting right there outside that riffle. See you, bud. Well, we are on a topwater bite. Finally, it started heating up. I knew that we were in kind of a, it's really a sandy area back there. And as we get closer to the river split here, it starts getting a little bit rockier. So I'm thinking we'll have a little bit more success. And we're about halfway through our kind of river split loop. Which is a really cool loop to do. We go upstream for half of it and then downstream for the other half of it. Let's see if we can get this whopper plopper working a little bit harder. There we go. Big old chunky rock bass. Nice. Ooh, I looked away for a second. Got a bite. Smallie on the board. There we go. 2 back-to-backs here on the smallmouth. Oh, there we go. First cast down the river split. Got a smallie, a little tiny smallie. Look at the little guy. Oh, little smallie hanging out there by the rocks. As soon as it hit the water, he snapped at it. On a lure that Paul from Cincy Fish Dudes actually let me borrow, and I just had it left in my bag. It's the little tiny whopper plopper 60 size. Love this thing for a nice evening. An evening topwater bite that I want just a fast retrieve on. Kind of hanging out up against these rocks here. There we go. Little rock bass. There we go. Little rocky. Ooh, there we go. It feels like a rock bass. Yes, sir. Rock bass typically in this area, they usually give up after a second or two. They don't have much fight in them. I don't know why that is. They do fight harder in some other areas. Oh, there we go. Right off that log, a little rocky. There we go. Probably a rocky, kind of gave up. Yep. Rock bass. We're finally getting into a little bit deeper pocket here, a little bit deeper stretch. We're about 2.5, 3 feet right now. He was a fighter. He was freaking on that hook. You guys are never going to believe what I found in my fishing bag. I probably told you guys I lost my key fob a few videos ago. I didn't. It looked like it came off of my carabiner and was in the bottom of my fishing bag, which actually has a hole for the hydration, and I'm glad it didn't slip through that. Oh man, I'm so bad at looking at stuff. Like most men, we won't find the ketchup bottle in the fridge, but we'll know how to get out of the woods if we're 7 miles in. That's just how we are, right? Jen's gonna give me so much crap, so much crap. This is literally in my fishing bag. Well, it's been about 90 minutes since my last nibble. On to the next spot. Well, what if we picked a random overpass on the highway, jumped under it, fished the river, and we did nothing but topwater? Sounds like a challenge. Let's add something to that. Nothing but creature topwaters. So they gotta be a fish or a frog or a spider or a mouse or something like that. Let's make it even harder. Let's do it. Ooh. Check it out, guys. Red-tailed hawk feather. Is that good luck? Is that the feather in the cap we need? Maybe it will be. I'm not very familiar with this area. I just know that the creek runs under it. Ooh, this doesn't look bad at all. Water looks nice. Well, we are starting off with probably will be one of the more challenging ones. This is actually the CAST CRAY Spooky Glide. It's meant to be a musky glide bait. So it's like a walk the dog kind of, it's like a spook almost. That walk the dog action. And with the water being clear, I'm going to take some pretty far off casts and see if we can get what's designed to be a musky bait to catch us some smallmouth. Let's find out. Well, we're starting off strong, guys. I actually caught something on the Spooky Glide. It was just a little spotted bass, and of course I looked down to do a little talk about the bait, and it says repairing your file. Didn't catch that catch at all on film. You just have to take my word. We tossed that thing for about 45 minutes before we got a bite. The first bite, we got a fish. Not a very big one. May have to tie it on at the end if we go through all my creature top baits. So now that I'm kind of done messing with gigantic baits, I still have one more I might throw. Got this little teeny tiny pocket frog, and I think this should get a little bit easier bite. We're about to see if more of these spotties are out here hanging out in this current. Well, man, I had this really cool idea to have this awesome multi-creature topwater adventure, but when it's not happening, it's not happening. It's really sandy. This is a stretch I haven't explored, so it's really sandy, really muddy. I see some small bass and some panfish, so I'm gonna throw the grub on and see if I can slap around some of these bad boys with the crab slap. There we go. Okay, first cast. Now this is what we've been after. What are they? All right, all right. Well, when in doubt, man, go to my confidence bait, and that is the crab slap grub, man. White grub fire all day long. It's funny because I saw about 3 fish come up and try to smack this just as he had it in his mouth. So we're gonna see how many fish are back in this pocket by this little drain. I'm thinking this thing is gonna get absolutely abused. Yep, there we go. Okay, second cast, bass. Oh man, what happened? What the kind of bootleg knot did I tie? Anyway, second cast, and we have a bass already. That's awesome. Oh, dang, son. Did you see that? He came up and freaking got it. I was pulling that out of the water. Well, gave me a heart attack. Little white bass. Little stripy boy. All right. Man. I was right about here, getting ready to pull it up, and he just came and smacked it. There we go. That's a nice one. Well, he feels nice. For a spotty anyway. He's feisty. It's a nice little creek spotty. Ouch. Move your hand and get myself. Oh, that's perfect. Well, greasing him tonight. Well, we are all just all kinds of messed up. All right. Dang. Well, this fat little spotty came out and wanted to hit the CAST CRAY nub, and I thank him for that. There we go. Well, I don't know what that was. It didn't look like a bass. It looked like a skipjack. I just tied on the underspin jig with a small little paddle tail. Oh, he came in, got it. Followed it. I felt him hit it once. Came and followed it up. A little underspin jig with a little, I think we got the Yum Swimmer. Little paddle tail, and I've even pinched that off about halfway. There's the setup. Little smallie. Oh, there we go. Oh, fish on the spider. What we got? Little spotty. Oh, he is mad. Look at him. Little spotty. Eating a spider. This thing doesn't have any problem getting bit. It's just, it's such a wide lure. I think it's hard sometimes for these smaller fish to really gulp that bad boy. Well, we kind of failed on the topwater. We had a little bit of success throwing some other stuff, but I'm not ready to give up on this topwater mission yet. I want to get these creatures in the water and really show you guys how, like the CAST CRAY frog and the spook and the spider. I think I've got some other pocket frogs, and I've got a big snake. Just some fun topwater baits can really be put to the test. I'll see you at the next spot.